University. Things are seemingly going well and learning proceeding as usual. However, to those who know this institution pre-COVID, things are not as they were before. Students forced to learn in small groups while maintaining the 1.5-meter social distance rule, the reality of resumption of learning amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Dr. Juliet Gadara, the Dean at the Mount Kenya Medical School, says learning has changed in a big way since the reopening a few weeks ago.
Open for about 2 weeks now. We are going to our third week. Our preparation was very intense because we had to have all the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education protocols in place, and they actually had to come and verify them. Then we had to call the students, retrain them again, tell them what to do, what not to do, and then start. It was a staggered start. It's not the way you just come to class. You teach them in small groups, widely spaced, then you even have to remind them how to interact with each other, all the way up to the hostels. Even the numbers they sleep per room was reduced.
According to Dr. Juliet, the institution of higher learning has been forced to use a hybrid way of learning that utilizes both face-to-face and online learning.
Very, very interesting. Because the reason why they came back was for the clinicals. Yet for the clinicals, when we go to the hospital for teaching practice, we have to be careful without compromising on what we are supposed to teach them. That is why so far we've only done the final year, because the final year, they were the last semester, we were basically polishing up. So what we do, it's sort of like a blended learning. A lot of material is sent online. Then we now do the clinical teaching to reduce the exposure for students and the lecturers. So for example, the class, they sit widely spaced. Instead of 2 to 3 hours, we condense it. We teach in an hour. But remember, the material is already pre-sent. Clinical setting now, instead of the way we would stick a whole ward rounds, basically we start like 50 or 60 patients. Now you minimize it. You divide them into smaller groups and you do more of what we call bedside teaching. You teach per case.
And despite the reopening being a huge relief to the students, fear of exposure to the deadly virus is just but one of the challenges facing them.
Personally, I had 4 or 5 people who passed away to corona during the outbreak when I was home. So now that I was going to come back to school, and the healthcare workers are the ones who are on the front lines who commonly suffer from the problems to do with corona, I was a bit fearful. But
follow rules, wearing masks. We have curfew, so you have to be at home by 9, and compared to pre-COVID, you would stay up to maybe midnight looking at cases and reading a lot from the wards, learning a lot from the wards. And right now that has been cut short. The time you have to spend in the hospital is less compared to the last time, which is a challenge because we would have liked to learn more.
Dr. George Mukaya, a lecturer at the school, says learning needs to continue amidst the pandemic, expressing his confidence in the return to normalcy in the education sector eventually.
Normalcy definitely will get back. The question is a matter of when, not if. So we definitely know we are going to return to normal. The issue will be when. Hopefully it will be sooner than later, but that will be remained to be seen.
Despite COVID-19 paralyzing the education sector for about 7 months now, it is evident that slowly but surely normalcy might just return as stakeholders see a dim light at the end of the tunnel. Zainab Mohammed, TV47.